Hey everyone, welcome to another astrology forecast. I am Danielle Mercurio and I'm here to tell you all about what you can expect for the second half of February. So Mercury retrograde, that's gone. Out of the picture, whether it was a productive time for you, whether it was a miserable time for you, maybe you were indifferent. Regardless, Mercury is back in sync with the other planets, helping you with your communication in the outside world, technology, and making sure all the messages that need to be delivered are brought to the right people at the right time. So you don't have to worry about that for another few months, and we'll think about that again later. The big thing that I want to talk about right now is our new moon that is happening on February 18th, 6:47 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is a new moon in Aquarius. Now, for those of you that have followed my videos, you may have said, wait a minute, Danielle, wasn't the last new moon in Aquarius? Yes, this is such a rare occurrence to have a new moon fall back in the same sign again. And what this means for us is it's a second chance. So anything that you had cultivated under the new moon in Aquarius last month that you haven't quite gotten to, or you kind of got stuck on, or you just kind of felt like, what am I doing? You got caught up in the Mercury retrograde and just things didn't seem to pan out in the way that you had expected. The universe is giving you another shot. So for this new moon in Aquarius, what's going to happen is not only is it falling back in Aquarius, the tail end of this new moon, new moons happen in a 48-hour period. The tail end of it is going to be in Pisces. So we have this dual sign energy happening under our new moon. So not only are we getting a second shot with what we had cultivated in the month before, but we're also infusing it with the Pisces energy as well. So this is how it's going to work. I'm going to do something a little bit different for you all than our typical new moon rituals. So typically what you do is when the new moon hits, as soon as you can get kind of close to that time of the onset, you do your ritual and then you seal it up, keep it somewhere sacred, and then you don't think about it again until the full moon. This time we're going to do it in two pieces because I want you to get the qualities of the Aquarian piece of it and the qualities of the Pisces piece. So on February 18th, 6:45 or 6:47 Eastern Time, or sometime near it within that 24-hour span, I want you to think about what it was that you wanted to manifest in the last month. Maybe some of it has already started to begun and you're at the onset of it and you want to manifest it further. Excellent, write those things down. Or maybe there were some items last month that you had written down that don't seem to be going anywhere. And I want you to think about that. Is it not going anywhere because you're not putting in the effort to help move it along? Is it because it really isn't something that's meant for you? Or does it just really need that final push again? You just need that, restart button. Let's try this all over again. Whatever those items may be, I want you to really get clear and really think about what is it that hasn't happened for you yet this year that you believe, that you know, that you feel is rightfully yours, but doesn't seem to be getting any traction. Write those things down. And you're going to say, on this second new moon in Aquarius, where I am so grateful for this second shot at my dreams, I ask to manifest the following. And then write down your items. And then you're going to go put it in your little sacred space. For me, I've got my little box here. It's going to go in there. And then on February 19th, the second day, or anytime, so on Wednesday, in that 24-hour span, you're going to work on your Aquarian new moon requests. And then on the second day, we're going to work on the Pisces piece of it. So what you're going to do is you're going to take out that piece of paper, if you can write on the back side. So you're going to flip it over. And what you're going to do is you're going to cultivate under the Pisces energy with this new moon. Now, Pisces are our dreamers. They are the ones that they're the fish. So they will kind of swim whatever direction they're supposed to go. And what I want you to do is I want you to cultivate some of that Pisces energy, some of that dreaminess, some of that they have such an unbelievable trust that things are going to work out and that they don't have to put in too much effort. So for this part, I want you to say, and during the second half of this new moon, when we enter into Pisces, I'll meet you halfway with the following. And you're going to kind of pick from the other side of the sheet where you wrote down your Aquarian ideas, you're going to pick what you're going to do as part of it. So for example, if you are looking to, let's think of something. Okay, so let's say that you are looking to meet your partner, your husband, your wife. You're ready. You know, it is time. You are ready to meet that person. And you wrote that on your Aquarian side. And you said, you know, during this new moon, I want to start the ball. I'm running. Like I want to meet my dude or my dudette. And then on the second side, where you say, I'm going to meet you halfway, you're going to say, I understand that you are going to help me find my love. And as part of that, I am going to let all of my friends know that I am really ready to date, that I am really ready to meet my soulmate. I'm going to make it public that this is what I'm looking for. I'm going to search dating sites. Whatever it is that feels good to you, that you're willing to start trying, you're going to write those things down. So you're going to give yourself something to be accountable for, give yourself some action, and then also ask while you're doing that, the universe kind of help put the right people in your path to help you with this. So maybe if you mention to a friend that you're single and looking, maybe during this time, they all of a sudden notice that, hey, their really great coworker happens to be single and he or she may be looking to date. Sync it up. You know, it's kind of just putting the pieces together. So the first half, again, Aquarian, talking about what it is, your second shot that you're really ready to manifest or the things that you're ready to continue to manifest. Then on the second piece, for the Pisces side, you're going to tell the universe where you're going to meet it halfway, the actions that you're going to start to take, and then where the universe can kind of pick it up from there, how it can help you out. So when you're really direct and you're really clear with what your intentions are, then the universe and the cosmic energy is able to manifest it further. It is able to help things flow easier. It is able to easily attract what it is that you're looking for. You start to become a magnet and you start to pull in what it is that you're asking for. So getting really clear and really honest about what you're willing to do. And that's going to really bring in what it is that you're looking for, and do it in a manageable way, and do it in a way that makes sense and is progressive. Because this whole year, you know, 2015 is this year of abundance, which we've been talking about. But it's a process. 2014 was about taking all the external factors out of your life that weren't working for you. This first onset of the year has been, okay, what are the internal things that we've got to clear out? And we've been working on them. And now it's like, okay, where do we want to start taking action? And where do we want to start being realistic? And what is manageable for us and what we're willing to do? Because the universe wants to help you, but it wants you to be involved in the process too. So what kind of collaboration can you work on? How can you become more of a team with the universal forces to get what it is that you want? So this new moon, February 18th, starting off in Aquarian and ending in Pisces. So you have 2 assignments within this 48-hour span to begin your new moon list, and then on the back, how you're going to start to help this growth, how you're going to prolong this progression that you're looking for. And then you're going to put in your sacred space. And on the full moon, we're going to really supercharge and activate it higher. Okay, so I'm really excited about this new moon. It's really cool. I like that we're getting a second chance with some of the things that we've been working on, because we always have, you know, the best set interests. We always have the best intentions, and then things happen, you know, and things get in the way, and it's okay. So this is our second shot, and I'm really happy about it. I'm looking forward to it myself. So some other things that are happening besides this fantastic new moon is we have Aries moving into Mars and Venus. So this is going to be a time where things are going to get fired up. And that's starting on February 20th. So right after the new moon hits and we're working on all of that energy, then we're going to move right into this Aries energy into Venus and Mars. Venus is our love planet. Mars is our planet of action. And so Aries is bringing in this idea of, I am fearless, I am courageous, I don't care what anybody thinks of me because I know I believe in myself, I know I have freaking amazing ideas, and I know that I'll see it through. and I'll find the tools, I'll find the right people, I will sync things up in order to make it happen. I'm getting like charged up just talking about this energy. I can feel it. And so I want you to kind of feel that energy too. I want you to get in touch with this Aries leader, fiery quality, and think about the areas in your life where you're ready to take action, especially your love life, with it being in sync with Venus right now, okay? So think about taking supercharged action when it comes to your relationship. If you're in a committed relationship, are there things that are lacking? Are you not communicating in certain ways? When was the last time you went on a date? When was the last time you had sex? Fire all that back up. Supercharge it. Look at it in a new way. You know, you want to try to see what isn't working and start to manage what is, or it's a time to take action and let go of the relationships that aren't serving you, that aren't working for you, so that you can find one that is. If you're single, this is a great time to get out there and look for love, be on the hunt. And if you're just not in that romantic world right now, if that's not something that's kind of a priority for you, look at the idea of love and Venus and Mars and action into your passions. What are you really passionate about right now? Are you really into running and you're looking to run a half marathon in the spring? This is a great time to train for that. Are you really passionate about cooking? Is there new recipes or things that you want to try with that? This is a great time to cultivate things that you love and bring in a new energy and start to explore, have fun, be curious. If you're looking for a job, make sure it's a job that's aligned with something that you love, something that you're passionate about, something that excites you, and not something that's just bringing in a paycheck. Because jobs, when we pick them that are just kind of okay, or that will do, or are just kind of keeping us settled, we get into this idea, this routine of being stuck, and we're just moving day in and day out, doing the same thing day in and day out. And honestly, things don't really progress when we're doing that. We stay stuck. Today I was on the train, and the train was moving along. Things were going great. I was getting to my destination, and then it just stopped. And I was finding myself being so antsy in this stuckness. I found myself, just wondering, when's the train going to keep going up again? I couldn't read my book anymore. I was not, interested in anything except moving again. And that's what happens when we're in these routines that we're not really that crazy about. We might not always be feeling like, oh my God, I'm stuck, but subconsciously we are. Subconsciously, our soul is kind of like, what's going on here? Why aren't we moving forward? Why aren't we getting ahead? Why do you keep having me stuck at this stop when I want to go to the next station? So this is a supercharged time right now for taking action. And I really encourage you to take advantage of it, because March is going to have a lot of changes for us. It's going to have a lot of big shifts so that we can really open up for the spring. So this is a great time to take care of, or take action with this momentum, with this gift of progression and energy and just like high speed, full ahead, going at it. And I'm feeling it, so I know you will be too. What else? Okay, so those are really the big things. The sun is going to shift into Pisces on February 19th. And again, like I was talking about before with Pisces, there are dreamers. They are the ones that are always thinking higher, thinking bigger, thinking differently. And so I want you to channel that energy, not be afraid to go after what it is that you want, even if it seems to be completely different than everyone else. If it means being so opposite from what seems to be right, what seems to be the direction of everybody else, I don't care. I want you to go for it. I want you to be different. I want you to be the weirdo in your world, because that's going to actually lead you right to your joy. And it's going to lead you to opportunities that feel so in line with your soul, feel so in sync with your desires. And so maybe temporarily being the odd one will bring you to long-term satisfaction and really in a position of feeling like you're in your zone, you're in your element. So just hold steady through those moments that feel awkward, that you feel maybe alone, that you feel like you don't belong. It's not true. What's true is you following your heart, following this place that knows deep down what you're worth, what you're capable of, what you came here to do, who you came here to find, who you're looking to be with. All those qualities are meant for you, and this is the time to go out there and swim in a different direction if you have to. But know that's going to lead you to exactly where you need to be. So the last thing I'm going to do before we wrap is I'm going to pull a card. I haven't pulled a card in a while. And I've been digging the angels lately. I just had them come stay in my house with me last week. It was really awesome. I hosted 5 of the archangels, and we had a great time. Maybe a little bit too much fun. And so I wanted to pull a card from the Angel Tarot deck. I love tarot, and I love the angels, so it seemed fitting to pull a card from that. So for the second half of February, for this new moon entering into Aquarius and phasing out into Pisces, for this beautiful Aries energy with Venus, the planet of love, and Mars, the planet of taking action, and then for celebrating the sun in the sign of Pisces, this is what you need to know. Okay, and I've been shuffling this whole time. All right, and we got the Knight of Water. I'm so glad we got a water card because Pisces is a water sign, so we're really feeling this kind of flowing energy. So I'm going to show you our cool Knight of Water dude. Where's my camera? There we go. He's looking good, right? Yeah. All right, and it says emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, and it says falling in love or wedding proposals, the need to balance emotions, invitation to a social event. So this is a great opportunity for you to seize in the space of love and relationships, to take action. The Knight is all about that. The Knight is someone that has been studying and training, and this is like what they're meant to do. This is what they're like here to go for, and it's time for them to get up on that horse or manatee and go for what it is that they're fighting for. Go for what they believe in and not stop at anything. And so that is your mission for the rest of this month. Your goal is to believe in love, to stay balanced, to stay in alignment with what is true to you, what your soul desires, and not stopping at anything. You got this. I'm so excited for you, as always. And I believe in you, and I know that you are capable of so much. And I'm just excited for you to go out and do it. And let me know if you have any questions, about the new moon, about any other planetary things that are happening that maybe you've heard about. If there are certain things that you want me to touch on these videos, I love your feedback. It's really helpful. So keep engaging with me, and I will keep sharing what I know with you. So I will see you in March. Until then, have a dreamy, gorgeous, romantic rest of February. Bye, everyone.